Good day everyone, I'm Gladys Manganahan from Group 2. So my topic is all about promoting global competence in school. So school plays a crucial role in helping young people develop global competence. So ang school, so ang ilang role is to help student para mahimo silang global competence. So schools can encourage intercultural sensitivity and respect by allowing students to engage in experiences that foster an appreciation for diverse people, language, and cultures. According to Bennett in 1993 and Scenic Group and Norris and Watanabe in 2007. So ang role sa teacher is to foster a learning sa mga estudyante para mahimo silang global competence pag-abot sa gawas. So, schools are also positioned to enhance students' ability to understand their place in the community and the world and improve such ability to make judgment and take action. According to Hanvey in 1975 in PISA 2018. So promoting global competence in schools refers to the effort and initiative taken to develop students' knowledge sa ilang skills, attitudes, and also engage with the world around them. So it involves fostering an appreciation for cultural diversity because as what I've said earlier, the task of the teacher or the role of the teacher is to foster learning for their student, promoting empathy and respect for others. By promoting global competence in school, ang school mag-aim to prepare student to navigate an increasingly interconnected and interdependent world kung asa makakontribute ang student positively and effectively as global citizen. So, next is the need of global competence. So the following are the reason why global competence is necessary. So number one is to live harmoniously in multicultural communities. So education for global competence can promote cultural awareness and purposeful interactions in increasingly diverse society by Brubaker and Lighten in 1998 and Kemleka in 1995 and Sen in 2007. So people with diverse culture are able to live peacefully, respect differences, find common solutions, resolve conflicts, and learn to live together as global citizens, according to Delors in 1996, UNESCO in 2014. So thus education can teach students the need to address cultural biases and stereotype. So living harmoniously in multicultural community means coexisting peacefully and respectfully with people from different culture background. It involves embracing diversity or differences, promoting inclusivity, and valuing the contribution and perspective of individuals from various cultures. So kita as a people or as a student is we need to respect other culture kay lahi man gid mga culture diri sa sulod sa atoang school. So it requires understanding, tolerance, and open-mindedness to foster positive relationship and creative a sense of unity within the community. So we need nga kinahanglan magkahiusa ta para walay gubot. We need to tolerate others equally para peaceful ang atong So next is the number 2, to thrive in changing labor market. So So number 2 is to thrive in a changing labor market. So education for global competence can boost employability through effective communication and appropriate behavior within diverse teams, using technology in accessing and connecting the world to the world, according to British Council in 2013. So to thrive in changing labor market means to successfully adapt in an evolving work environment. It involves being flexible, proactive, and continuously developing new skills to meet the demands of emerging industry, the technologies that and emerging industries and technologies. So thriving in changing labor market requires being adaptable to new job rules, embracing lifelong learning, and effectively leveraging opportunities for growth and advancement. It also involves being resilient, innovative, and able to navigate uncertainties and challenges that arise in the dynamic job market. So para mas mulambo pa ang labor market, we need to be flexible, proactive, and we need to develop new skills para ma-meet na to ang demands of emerging industries. So mao na siya ang number 2. So next is number 3, to use media platforms effectively and responsibly. So unsaon man nato pag gamit ang social media responsible and effectively. So online networks, social media, and interactive technologies give rise to a new concept of learning, wherein young people exercise to take their freedom on what and how they learn, according to Zuckerman in 2014. So effectively using media platforms entails utilizing them achieve goals such as promoting a cause, sharing knowledge, dili lang nga mga dili makatotohanan nga mga details. Being responsible in media platform usage involves considering accuracy and reliability information shared. So kinahanglan atong i-share sa para mahimo tang positive and effective nga gagamit using media platforms. We need to share a reliable information and respecting others' privacy and intellectual property rights and avoiding harmful or offensive content. It also includes being aware of the potential influences of media on individuals and society and using platforms in a way that contribute positively to the community. So sa panahon karon sa nakita nato is ang media is gigamit jud siya sa mga tao nga dito nila ipagawas kung unsa gid ang ilang gipang bati. Usay kung nasili kasuko sa katao dito nila na iingon nga nasukukuha na nga tao. So nahimo na siyang dili maayo, nahimo nang bad influence ang media sa mga tao pod nga dili kabalo kung unsaon paggamit nga positively ang media. So last one is to support the sustainable development goals. So education for global competence can help form new generation who care about global issues, engages in social, political, economic, and environmental discussion. So supporting the sustainable development goals or SDGs, it involves taking actions that align with the goals and target. It includes advocating and participating in initiatives that address poverty, hunger, education, gender equality, climate change, and other pressing global challenges. By supporting SDGs or Sustainable Development Goals, individuals and community contribute to creating a more equitable, sustainable world. So para mahimong sustainable ang atong kalibutan, mahimo tang kinahanglan natay unity kung unsaon nato na pagpalambo. So next is dimension of global competences, implications to education. So education for global competence is founded on the ideas of different models of global education such as intercultural education, global citizenship education, and education for democratic citizenship, according to UNESCO in 1948. 1914. So 1914 and according to UNESCO 2014 and Council of Europe in 2016. So PISA proposed a new perspective on the definition and assessment of global competence that will help policymakers in school leaders create learning resources and curricula that integrate global competence as a multifaceted cognitive, socio-emotional, and civic learning goal according to Boyok's Mansilia in 2016. So, the implications of developing global competence in students are significant. Students with strong global competences are better equipped to thrive in a globalized workforce, contribute to diverse teams, and adapt to new environments. They are more likely to become responsible global citizens who understand and respect cultural diversity. Kay tungod dili tatanan pareha og kultura. So work towards social justice and contribute to sustainable development. So next is the dimension 1, which is the examine issues of global, local, and cultural significance. So refers to globally competent people's practices of effectively utilizing knowledge about the world and critical reasoning in forming their own opinion about a global issue. So globally competent people effectively use and create both traditional and digital media according to Beckman, Celia, and Jackson in 2011. So, by examining issues of local, global, and cultural significance, students develop a broader perspective. So, mahimo pang ang pangutok sa mga estudyante is may pang mo lawak, may ma-widen pa, and a deeper understanding sa kalibutan. So they become aware of the interconnection between different issues and the impact of their actions on a local and global scale. So this dimensions, which is examine issues of local, global, and cultural significance, these dimensions of global competences helps students develop critical thinking skills, empathy, and a sense of responsibility towards addressing complex global challenges. So the further discussion is i-discuss na siya sa ako ang ka-groupmate. So that would be all. Thank you.
Dimension 2. Understand and appreciate the perspective and worldview of others. These aspects of understanding and appreciating others' perspectives means that people who are globally competent are open to and able to think about how others see things and behave. They can look at things from different angles to check their own ideas. Dimension 3. Engage in open, appropriate, and effective interaction across curriculum. This part talks about what people who are good at understanding different cultures can do when they talk to others from around the world. So they can be open. They're willing to listen and learn from others. Next is be appropriate. They know how to act respectfully and considerately, taking into account different customs and norms. Be effective. They can communicate well even when there are cultural differences, so they can get their point across clearly and understand others easily. Next is dimension 4. Take action for collective well-being and sustainable development. This part talks about how young people can take action to make the world a better place for everyone and to protect the environment for the future. It's about being involved in making positive changes and being responsible for helping others and the planet. So, the assessment strategy for global competence. The PISA 2018, or Program for International Student Assessment of Global Competence, contribute development while considering challenges and limitations. It has two components. First, a cognitive test focused on global understanding would be like a quiz that asks questions to see how much someone knows about the world beyond their own immediate surroundings. It could include questions about different countries, cultures, languages, and important global issues like poverty or environmental sustainability. The test would aim to measure someone's ability to understand and appreciate the diversity and complexity of world we live in. The second is these questionnaires ask students about what they know and think about global issues and culture, their skills and attitudes. It also asks students and teachers about activities promoting global competence. Curriculum for global competence, knowledge, skills, attitudes, and values. First is the culture and intercultural relations. Second is socio-economic development and interdependence. Third is environmental sustainability. And fourth, global institutions, conflicts, and human rights.
So, good day, everyone. So, today, let's proceed to the skills to understand the world and to take actions. So, it is specific cognitive, communication, and social emotional skills. So, it gives students the opportunity to mobilize and use their knowledge, attitudes, skills, and values together while sharing ideas or global issues in and outside of school or interacting with people from different cultural backgrounds. So next is the knowledge about the world and other cultures. So there are two components, which is the perspective taking and adaptability. Adaptability. So in perspective taking, it refers to the cognitive and social skills of understanding how other people think and feel. So in perspective taking, it is more, or we consciously try to understand and appreciate different viewpoints, the richer and fulfilling our lives and relationship become. So in perspective taking, it imaginatively step into someone else's shoes and understand the world from their unique point of view, or including their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. So next is the adaptability. It is ability to adjust your thoughts, behaviors, and emotions to changing circumstances, or it refers um, to the ability to adapt system thinking and behaviors to the prevailing cultural environment or to situations and contexts that can present new demands or challenges. So, in adaptability, it is also a new learning and able to cope with other cultures and etc. Next is the openness, respect for diversity, and global mindedness. So, under of openness is toward people from other cultural backgrounds. Respect is for cultural differences, and a global mindedness is defined as a world view. So, in openness, we can gain a deeper understanding of their values, traditions, and perspective. Also, we can create a more inclusive for everyone. So, respect, it allows individuals to share their unique perspective and traditions without fear of judgment of disrespect. So the last one is the global mindedness, which is the worldview. It emphasizes our interconnect uh, connectedness, diverse perspectives, and holistic understanding. It forms a distinct or worldview that guides individuals towards more informed, responsible, and impactful engagement with the world. Also, global mindedness is promoting understanding, appreciation, collaboration, and innovation. So next is the valuing human dignity and diversity. So there are four aspects which is introduced by CLAFAM 2006. So the first one is the prohibition of all types of inhuman treatment, humiliation, or degradation by one person over another. So in number one, we create a society that values every individual, respect their inherent or worth. So that is the number one. Next is the assurance of the possibility for individual choice and the conditions for each individual's self-fulfillment, autonomy, or self-realization. So it also creativity and innovation are leading to new ideas, solutions, and progress, responsible citizens, and strong um, communities. Also, it includes the personal growth and learning, or having freedom to explore and develop their skills, knowledge, and understanding. Next, number three is the recognitions that protections of group identity and culture may be essential for that of person dignity. So, the number three is they acknowledge the importance of protecting group identity, and culture is not only essentials for respecting individual dignity, but also for creating a diverse, inclusive, and thriving society. It's about recognizing the inherent value every individual and allowing them to express their unique contributions to the world. So the last one aspect, which is number four, is the creation conditions to have the essential needs satisfied. So it is ensuring creation's conditions meet essential needs, or we empower individuals to flourish and express themselves authentically and values human dignity, celebrates diversity, and thrives on the richness of human creativity. So that would be all. Thank you.
I am Helena Gabio and I will continue our report. Let's talk about global understanding. So first, let us define what is understanding. Understanding is the ability to use knowledge to find meaning and connection between different pieces of information and perspectives. So under global understanding, there are cognitive processes cited by OECD 2018. Number 1, the capacity to evaluate information, formulate arguments, and explain complex situations and problems. Number 2, the capacity to analyze multiple perspectives and worldviews. Number 3, the capacity to understand differences in communication. And number 4, the capacity to evaluate actions and consequences. Thus, utilizing these cognitive processes, we can develop a learner who understand different perspectives and in varying contexts. Let's move on to integrating global and intercultural issues in the curriculum. For global education to translate abstraction into action, there is a need to integrate global issues and topics into existing subjects. This was cited by Klein 2013 and UNESCO 2014. In line with this is the role integration plays in a global classroom where learning areas can accommodate across all levels that will bridge the gap of cultural perspectives and cultural understanding. Therefore, it is important for teachers to become knowledgeable and must have clear ideas on global and intercultural issues that students may reflect on. This was cited by Goodeli 2006. Another factor is the contextualization. Contextualization is an important aspect for learners to understand and learn best without compromising the global understanding and global standards. Next, we have pedagogies for promoting global competence. Various student-centered pedagogies can help students develop critical thinking along global issues, respectful communication, conflict management skills, perspective taking, and adaptability. Among these pedagogies are the following. Number 1, group-based cooperative project work. It can improve reasoning and collaborative skills, and to become efficient learners, respect, attentiveness, honesty, and empathy should be realized. This was cited by Barrett and others, 2014. Number 2, we have class discussion. It is an interactive approach that encourages practice listening and responding to ideas expected by peers. So in solving problems, students should not only rely on a particular method, but rather they are encouraged to try and practice other ways that will help them grow. This was cited by Rich Hart and others on 2014. Another, we have the service learning. It helps students to develop multiple global skills through real-world experience. It is also a one way of engaging students in a global classroom that encourages learning through hands-on experience that will later become a desirable quality in the context of society. This was cited by Bringel and others on 2016. Lastly, we have the story circle approach. It intends students to practice key intercultural skills, including respect, cultural awareness, and empathy. This was cited by Deerdorf. This is based on sharing experiences by asking questions and listening to others' experiences through peer grouping. It promotes inclusivity and collaboration in a classroom setting. And lastly, let's talk about attitudes and values integration toward global competence. A globally competitive individual must be equipped with desirable qualities, emphasizing on attitudes and values that deals with varying perspectives, social engagement, and global understanding.